show with real topics discussed by real people with real opinions and tempered with a real sense of humour. Now here are your two PSNORKISes, or is it PSNORKI? Screw it. Here are your hosts, Dr. Myke and the Madman.
Yes, we are back again for another episode of the PSNORKIS podcast. Welcome back. And I say that to those joining us. It's another week. For us, it's been about an hour and a half since our last one. We did two today to get a couple in the can, as they say, which is different from taking it in the can. That's something different. We're not going to get into that right now. Maybe later. Who knows? But, we took a break to eat, and boy, did we have a nice meal. We had Indian food, courtesy of the Rebel. She wanted us to try it. Well, I've had it, it was many years ago, and oh my God, I forgot that I liked it. It was so incredibly wonderful. So, Rebel, thank you very much for that.
My pleasure, truly.
And Miss Kitty's back with us.
Hello, my darlings.
Miss Petey is still feeling a little under the weather. And of course, Doc is always here. I won't do a show without him.
I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here.
Exactly.
Get ready.
I'm full.
I'm full too, but oh my God, it was so
that was good.
Good.
Yeah, that was good. Shout out to Rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was a great meal.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here fat, dumb, and happy.
I like all of those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm always fat.
Me too.
I have a lot of comments to make on that. We're going to have to round back to that one.
And I'm always dumb. I'm just not always happy. But this time, you got all three.
That's trifecta.
That's right.
All right, nice. Wow.
We're 4 away from all the dwarves.
Fat, dumb, happy, stupid.
What was the fourth one?
Doc.
Doc, yeah.
Ah, there he is.
Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Sleepy's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Dopey.
Dopey.
Yeah. Wait. Sleepy, dopey.
Homie.
No.
Homie. Right. Forgot about homie. Forgot about homie. Homie the dwarf.
Yeah. Homie the dwarf.
Happy.
Happy.
Happy. Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah, frumpy. Is frumpy one?
Well.
You know what? I have a question for you guys. If you had the opportunity to punch one of the dwarves in the face,
I'd line them all up.
One.
Running
need to
slap.
You can't running slap. It's one punch. You get one.
Domino
He
effect.
gets brought out of a room,
Which
punched
one?
in the face by you, and then tucked back away.
Tom Cruise. What?
His vote counts.
I forgot how short he was.
Yeah, his vote counts.
No, that counts. Yeah. All right. So of Tom Cruise or the 7 dwarves, who would you have? We're all going to be visited by the Scientology people really shortly.
That's just for being in Scientology. That's why he gets that. And not really being that good an actor either.
Wow. I had an answer and I lost all train of thought. So I don't know.
I was still trying to figure out how we were going to put the little bench up so you could run.
Wow. I have run before. That was a long time ago.
When did you run? And what restaurant were you running to?
That was a long time ago.
I could never run. I tried so many times.
I hated it.
I never could get to that point where you can just run and you can start breathing normally as you run.
Yeah, I can't do
I
that.
used to love
And they
running.
say there are some people that never do get to that point.
Yeah.
Lucky me, I'm one of them
Yep,
because
me
I
too.
tried so many times
I hate it.
and I'd end up collapsing because I just never got into that rhythm breathing. I couldn't do it.
I used to be one of those absolute psychopaths who would run for fun.
And that's fine.
Oh.
I have no problem.
No, there's something wrong with those people.
I
There
wanted to
is.
be
They
kind of
run every
like that
day.
because, I wouldn't look like I do now if I could, but I wasn't able to achieve that. I couldn't. It didn't work for me.
I used to love running, and then I got Lyme's. Struggled with Lyme's off and on for 3 years.
And lemons? I have lemons. Well, can you run faster?
I
with
would
limes?
rather a lemon, even though they technically, they're a designed fruit, a designer
I
fruit.
didn't know you had limes.
Yeah, no, I had Lyme's
didn't
off and
know
on
that.
for 3
Lyme,
years.
just Lyme,
Yeah.
no S.
Lyme's disease.
Oh, maybe I said
Lyme
it twice.
disease.
Lyme disease?
Yep.
Limes, yeah.
Yep.
It's not.
There's no
it's
S.
not it's not Patty Lime.
Well, you know what? I've been suffering with it. I'm going to call it what I want. Its name's
Yeah.
Bob. Congratulations,
There you go.
everyone.
Bob Lime.
Bob disease. But I had that off and on for like 3 years where it was like really a struggle. And my joints,
Yeah, that sucks.
done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the rain whenever there's some sort of weather change, barometric pressure change, brutal.
Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm gonna use that too. Can I use that? That's why I don't.
If you named it something else, Bob is my name for it.
Patty.
There you go. Patty disease.
Patty.
And you know what they say? Bob
You
spelled
have patties.
backwards is Bob.
Yeah,
That's
Bob,
true.
and Bob's your uncle sometimes.
Yep. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, no, I never got into it. I ran when I was in shape, just to stay in shape. It was a long time ago, Rebel.
What the?
Rebel, it was a long time ago. I did. I used to run the stadium stairs.
I ran. What?
Yeah,
What the hell?
that was good.
You used to run the stadium stairs?
Yeah.
He watched Rocky.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I got into it.
God, if Pennywise himself came out of the sewer and chased me, I would have been running up
that's
those
the best
stairs.
thing for your body. Right.
Straight up, I'd be like, you know what? Just eat me, you clown.
Wow. Jeez.
I'm not running.
Oh, jeez.
You think I'm going to die tired?
Which is actually one of her pickup lines.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
That was fantastic. You know what? It works. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it, ladies.
Ladies.
Go up to a guy of your choosing. Eat me, clown.
It probably would work 10 out of 10. Yeah. Yep.
I thought that we were all going to be sitting around here like laid back and lazy from that big meal, but it's exactly the opposite.
No,
man.
we're fine for him.
It's like somebody lit a fire under our ass all of a sudden. Holy crap.
That would be the curry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it'll be under there later. It's not just hot going in.
Let's alert NASA in case we fly into space.
That was funny.
Somebody tell Jeff Bezos. Maybe he wants to come too.
Rocket.
Rocket.
More homework for
Richard Rocket.
Probably get through one episode.
We'll censor it.
I'll censor it.
Richard Rocket, yeah. I don't
Richard
understand how you get dick from Richard aside from asking nicely. I've never discovered the answer to that. I've heard that for years. And you know what? That's not even true anyway, because it's not like you have to ask nicely anyway. You just go point bed. And they're like, yep, happy
That
little
doesn't work.
puppy.
It doesn't work for most guys. I gotta admit. Yes. I never.
How is that a
I never.
nickname?
Yeah.
No
I
idea.
don't know how they got dick from Richard. I got to be honest with you. Wonder if there's something we can look up sometime. I'll have our chief researcher get on that when she's feeling better.
Yeah.
That's a good homework project for her.
Also have her wipe her internet searches
well,
after that.
Bill
Just saying.
from William.
Maybe consider using a filter.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, how do you get Bill from William? I mean,
It at least has three of the same letters in
yeah,
it.
but Bill from Will or William?
What about Henry and people call him Hank?
Hank.
Where do you get that from?
Really? I didn't know that was a nickname
Oh,
for
yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, Hank.
Oh, or Margaret and Peggy.
Or Margaret.
Oh, yes.
and
How the
Peggy
hell does
Marge.
that happen?
Peggy from Margaret. Yeah.
I've heard
Marge, I get. Marge, I get.
Marge, I get.
That's most of the letters.
Never
That's
heard
just
the other
shortening.
one.
That's just
Peggy?
shortening.
Oh,
Peggy.
But Peggy. Yeah, from Margaret. Yeah.
P-E-G-G-Y.
From Margaret?
From Margaret.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yep.
I went to a girl.
I've known a couple of Margarets in my life.
And they call them
One,
Peggy?
one was like, yeah, just call me Peggy or Peg. The other one's like, don't call me Peggy. My name is Margaret.
Oh.
I wonder who was more fun.
Yeah.
They were both actually pretty cool. She just let you know. It's like, don't call me Peg.
I've never heard
okay.
that. Peggy.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that one. That's weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's good.
We learned.
Oh,
What did we learn?
Well, we'll
Nothing.
send that to a PD homework project.
Yeah. Find out how they.
How do these words get?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does our audience know of any other ones? If so, send them in.
Oh, that's a
We'd
good
love to
idea.
see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I always bring up, I used to work in media, and it was so funny because when people would send in letters, they had to sign them, their address, phone number, so we can contact them, make sure that I can spell their name correctly. And I called this woman, and I spelled her name for her, and I said, "Oh, it's Leah," and she goes, "No, it's L-E-A-H, LaDashia."
Dash. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
so
you
confused.
didn't say the dash.
I didn't say the dash.
L-E.
Dash
LaDasha.
Uh-huh.
LaDashia.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm not even talking to you, Click. There's absolutely nothing
Hey,
that
listen
you
to
could
this.
say
Way Click.
that could possibly be of any interest to me. I'm just going to hang up on you now and save you some embarrassment.
Oh, this is what I had to do. I had to call these people and talk to them, and that's why I moved to the history department in the basement.
Yeah, that's what you get.
You know what? I find
I
that
was
funny
happy.
though. Because honestly, like it's not so much the names for me when I date guys, but if I get on the phone with them and they sound weird on the phone,
You won't date him?
no.
Really?
What's that voice going to sound like first thing in the morning?
Stop it.
Nope.
Stop
No,
it.
she's
I
got
don't
a
wanna
good
hear that.
point.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
got
that's
a good point.
Like if I'm already annoyed in the first conversation, there's no way I'm going to want to listen to that for the next like 2 years until I inevitably get killed.
What?
My life is dangerous, man.
Okay.
I interact with bears who I call forest puppies. I fight geese. Like I got a lot going on.
But with a pickup line like "Eat me, you clown," I can
Eat me,
see
you
that.
clown. Roll them dice.
I mean, that takes
Yeah.
that takes a lot of the preliminary work right
Listen,
out of it.
all I'm saying is
like,
that
I
if
ain't
you
got
just
time
stop
for this.
worrying about
Yeah.
things so much, you have a lot better of a time.
Yeah.
It's, you get right to the point. Men, they're very simple creatures. They appreciate directness.
That
So
part's true. That
Of course,
part's
it
true.
could be it could be the opposite. She could be the one eating the clown, but sometimes they taste funny.
Yeah.
you know what's funny? Honk honk.
Did you ever see that lunch meat's called Meat Clown? Ever see that? It's a big
Yes.
picture. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I bet that tastes
I'd
funny.
like to not have
No?
that in my brain.
Meat Clown.
I'd like to go back in time before I knew that and
I've
unknow
never
that.
heard of that one.
Meat
no,
Clown? Yeah.
Meat clown. No.
That's a good nickname too, Meat Clown.
You know
Yeah,
what?
That's a good nickname.
Reminds me of an ex.
You
See?
know what?
Uh-oh.
We got one of those in the White House.
Meat. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, that's a meat puppet.
Which
Never
one?
mind. That's a
Which
meat
one?
puppet.
Ew.
Never mind.
meat clown sounds way better than meat puppet.
Yeah,
Meat
well,
Puppet's a little-
Meat puppet sounds like something haunted.
Yes.
He reminds me of that beer that they take the kielbasa water and then that's what they use to brew the beer. That's exactly what he reminds me of.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
kielbasa water?
Kielbasa water?
Yeah, they use kielbasa water.
Ugh, but that tastes terrible.
Who's out here using god dang hot dog water?
Well, it's not hot dog.
Hot dog, kielbasa.
Yeah,
Okay,
big
that's a
difference.
step up
Kielbasa.
from hot dogs.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, big step.
Yeah.
Though I like hot dogs, don't get me wrong, but kielbasa.
I like hot
oh.
dogs, but they're garbage. And I
they
appreciate my
do.
garbage.
They
Like
are.
today I went to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
I had a chocolate shamrock shake, so it's half chocolate, half shamrock.
Ooh.
No, it's zoppity.
That's what's
And I
up.
saw that they brought bagels back. I thought I was getting a steak,
What?
egg, and bacon. Yeah,
Yes,
they brought the bagels
they
back.
brought the steak, egg, and bagel thing
Yeah.
back. Oh, my God, those are good.
Like it's garbage, but it's
Yeah, yeah.
delicious.
Oh,
It's complete
I
trash.
remember
Yeah.
when that first came out, I was still working in radio
yeah.
downtown,
Yeah.
and there was a McDonald's
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and they
Brought him
brought it up to us for us to, and we took one bite and said, "Oh yeah, we'll plug these for you." Hell yeah! They
Yeah.
they brought them up for the rest of the week. Every morning they brought us up like a dozen of those. It's like, yeah.
No, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel is honest to God the sloppiest, most disgusting breakfast item that
It's
has ever been
so
offered
good.
by a
It was
fast
steak
food
and
restaurant.
eggs on a bagel.
It's fantastic.
in. That couldn't have been steak.
Little piece of ribeye, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was.
It came
yeah,
from a cow at some point in its life
It
cycle.
wasn't
Like
like
tongue.
the hamburger or anything like
It
or
was like the
the
armpit or something.
No, this was
The
it's
cow
actually
armpit?
Yeah.
a
Which
small
one, the
piece
front
of-
armpits or the back
Yeah, it
armpits?
doesn't matter, I guess.
Not really.
I don't want the back armpits.
You don't want that.
That's a little too close to the other back parts of the cow that I don't want to eat either.
Yeah, if they did, maybe if they did squats.
That's where the nuggets come from.
Oh, jeez.
God. True.
I thought
Yeah, it
the
is.
nuggets were codfish.
What?
Were they codfish? That's what I
What?
heard.
The
Yeah.
nuggets?
Yeah.
No.
So, no.
No. If you want to make, I actually made homemade McDonald's chicken nuggets. What I did was I took ground up chicken thigh, smashed it together with, God, how did I do it? I did it like years and years ago when he was little because I didn't want him eating that stuff.
So she made it
So
at
she
home
made it,
instead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
don't
made
want
it
you to eat this,
using
but here you go.
ingredients that I knew the names of, that I
that
knew,
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was reasonably healthy. It didn't have ingredients I couldn't pronounce in it. You know what I mean? Like it was healthy. It was healthier chicken nuggets. He loved them. The robot went bananas for him.
Deep fried them?
No,
Oh.
no,
What'd you do?
oven
Bake
fried them.
Oven.
Oh,
You can oven bacon like that.
Yeah,
That'd be
oven
good,
bake
yeah.
them. Yeah, no, they were real good.
I would like to know why the McDonald's down south, I'll actually eat it. Any of them up north, forget it.
Everything down south seems just better.
They cannot get an order straight to save their life.
Well, here they can.
And
that's
that
for sure.
senator or house rep that decided to change oil, stay in your lane, dude. Don't tell people how to run their businesses. I miss my old oil because the fries used to taste better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they used to be good.
Yeah.
That's because they were bad for you. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, you don't drive through there and go, this is going to be yummy.
Some people have mixed salads.
No,
I'm
you
just
go
saying.
there and you go, yeah, this is going to be yummy, but also I'm not going to my doctor immediately after this.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't want those stats recorded in my medical file.
Yeah, don't take your blood pressure, take your watch off, and enjoy.
Yep. The one thing I love about the South, and I will say this every single time as I go down there and I ask for a sweet tea, and they hand me an actual sweet tea.
That's
Up
actually
here,
awesome. Yeah.
the godless heathens hand me a cold glass of unsweetened garbage and some salt and some sugar packets.
Like paint water.
How is the sugar going to dissolve in the cold glass of tea, you numbnuts?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It takes
Like-
Sweet tea down there is sweet.
Sweet
Sweet tea down there, I can taste the diabetes as I'm getting
Petey
it.
loves the sweet
It's
tea
so
down there
good.
too. Yeah.
Like, I literally feel myself floating while I'm drinking it. I'm like, yes, one more gallon.
Sweet tea and grits.
One more gallon.
Yeah, one more gallon. I'm not going out amateur style.
Yeah.
Worse is when you go through a drive-through and you're like, I'll have a sweet tea, and I don't know what is in it, but it is not sweet tea.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't trust
And
sweet tea up here.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't have this. This is disgusting.
This is
The Naughty Pig makes good sweet tea. Just saying.
the naughty pig.
The Naughty Pig. I love that place. I had such a good time. Not only was the food good, but the service was great. I went to Tulsa in 2019. I think it was 2019 or 2018, actually. That was the last time I was there. And the food and the service was so good that it's 2022 and I'm talking to you guys about it.
remember,
So just in case you guys own a restaurant, you work at a restaurant and you think like, oh, what I do doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah,
talking
it
about a
matters.
restaurant I ate at 2018. It matters. Y'all matter.
Yeah. I remember a steak I had when I was 12.
Yeah, you remember stuff.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. You remember stuff like
I'll
that.
take you back, Mick. We're going to go the Village Inn.
Oh yes.
They had the most wonderful piano bar.
What is a piano bar?
It's a bar. where you
I'm
play
in, but
piano.
like,
No, it's a bar,
They serve
and
pianos.
they have a. But the pianos don't eat very much though, so it's
No, they
okay.
don't.
They do
That's
tend to
good.
drink though, but piano bar is a bar.
Some guys play
Obviously,
the piano.
that has
Why you
and there's usually someone that's sitting there taking requests and playing the piano.
pianist.
And sometimes people sing, with them and stuff like that. Yeah,
It
It's
was,
relaxing.
a piano bar is quite fun.
let's go there and make them play the song from
they tore it
Casablanca.
down to put a CVS in.
I don't like CVS.
Neither do I.
Oh wait, how was the food at this piano bar?
The food,
Better before it was a CVS.
I bet. Yeah.
it was wonderful, and it was so funny because His Honor and Nana would take us there, and I would walk in. I'm like, "Play again, Sam," and he's like, "You're
there
not old enough to watch that movie." I'm like, "I love that movie." And it was so great, and he'd sit there and play these songs, and I'm like, walking up, I'm like, "Here's, take all my money. This is great."
Nice.
Food was amazing, top of the line, 2-inch cut steaks. Oh yeah.
God, yeah.
See, we're still talking about food.
White or no?
Yeah, we just had a
full,
heck of a
yeah.
nice meal, and we're still talking about
I don't
food.
think I
That's
can
what we
stand
do.
up at the moment, but it's still.
That's
like,
okay. You're on a chair with wheels, man. We got you.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah,
Roll, baby, roll.
Jeez.
Keep
That food was so good.
rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good
man.
stuff. You know what? I rate all my experiences in life by food.
Me too.
Like all my vacations, everywhere I've gone, food.
Yeah,
If the food was good, I'll go back.
But you know what? I think a lot of people with their vacations or any type of trips, business trips, whatever, they can always tell you the best meal they had on that trip
Yeah.
and where it was because people like good food.
You know what, though? It's a certain type of person, because I've actually stopped talking to people because of this, like people I dated. If they're not equally as enthused about
clowns?
food,
Yeah, clowns.
no, those are just for activities. Those aren't for dating. I can't take them anywhere.
Yeah, right,
Shoes are
that's
too
true.
big. Not allowed in the car. Honk, honk. What am I going to do with that? So, but
I'm
like,
sorry.
if I'm talking to somebody and they don't have the same amount of like passion and excitement about food that I do, like I genuinely do. For me, it's a passion.
Yeah, me too.
I will drive an hour and a half to eat something
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't view
There's
that as a
nothing
waste
wrong
of
with
time. I think that's a fantastic plan.
I'll take it a
there's-
step further. Like when there's something at the store that I need for myself, that's
Yeah.
like $30.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I won't get it. But if the appetizer's like $38, like, yep, give me that.
Me, if it's a food item at a
Won't even
store,
think twice. Yeah.
if it's a food item at a store, 110% justified.
Yeah.
I never deny myself any of that. But there's people out there where they're like, yeah, no, that was good. And that's it. And that's, it's fine. It's fine that they're that way. But I can't imagine being with somebody who doesn't have the
Too
same
boring.
sort of like
Not too boring.
excitement.
Not too boring.
Like I need somebody who gets as like crazy about food as I do.
so-
Because if I turn to my partner and I'm like, let's drive up to Buffalo for wings.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
why would we do that? That's an entire day. I'm like, get the hell out of my
Yeah,
life.
right. Yep.
Get out of my
Here,
house.
I'll just pull
I'm gonna
over,
block
just
you.
get
I'm gonna drop you off in
I've
Phillips.
done that. Get out.
Yeah, get out.
There was a restaurant down towards Philly. It's not in Philly. I forget which town just outside of Philly it is, and I forget the name of it because I haven't. The Seven Seas Inn. That just came to me. Just came.
Nice.
Seven Seas Inn. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. But I'm sure it has to because it's been there for so many years. It'll take you about an hour and a half to get there, with traffic, stuff like that. But a bunch of us got together and went down there one night for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, it was absolutely worth the drive. And we talked about it all the way back home. We talked about the meal that we had because it was just that
So
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people go.
Some meals are they're noteworthy.
Some people go on vacation and they don't enjoy that experience, and they just stick to what they know. And like, here's a Popeyes, let's go there.
Right.
Or here's McDonald's, let's just go eat
Now,
there.
I understand that sometimes when you're on vacation, especially if you had a lot of kids, something like that, you can't afford to eat like that
I get it.
every
That's
day
part
for
of
them.
the
So you're going to
vacation,
eat the cheaper stuff because and that's okay.
For me,
not.
that's part of it.
Especially if I'm going with my son, like even when he was little, for me it was just a matter of I'm definitely not dealing with cooking because it's a lot to travel with small kids.
Oh yeah.
It's.
But I'm talking about a
tiring.
lot of people like to do the McDonald's or the stuff like that, because it's cheaper to feed the family that way than because you're already spending so much for vacation and stuff like that. And I understand when that happens.
Yeah, I do too.
But you should have
all part of
when we were on vacation, we had at least a couple of good meals.
Yeah.
I mean, lunchtime sometimes, you do something quick or something like that. But a lot of times, dinner time, we were having
Going out, it's
going
going to be
somewhere
like
for a meal.
$300, and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do it every
Yes.
night.
My
Yeah.
favorite restaurant.
You don't do it every
What's on?
night.
Which one's your favorite restaurant?
Where we went for my birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's a good restaurant.
Oh.
Is that around here?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
It's a little bit of a drive.
Okay.
Is that the one we almost hit the deer?
You almost hit the deer.
I saved us from hitting the deer.
They used to have Charlottesville Hotel.
Okay.
They would they took a 70-inch round table and they just packed it mountain high of food and went,
Have at it.
we'll bring you when you're ready.
Yeah.
they just
hell.
they just kept feeding you.
Oh.
So I love Haas, but it's buffet.
Yes.
I'm tired of buffet.
What? Bite your tongue.
No, it's just to the point of
If you're going to spend that much to go out, I want you to bring the food to my
Yeah.
table while I just sit here and talk to my family and or friends.
yeah, it was farmhouse
Or
style.
in my case, and or friend.
Yeah.
So we'd have this
And or
massive
clown.
amount of food. And they would just keep refilling it until you exploded. And then they would just gently roll you to your car and on your way you
That's so
went.
great.
Nice.
That's so great.
I want like a full breakfast buffet, not the hotel thing. All right, so when everyone
The
thinks
continental thing?
that's a continental mistake.
That is.
That's gross.
That's a continental offense to all seven senses. Honest to God, whoever invented that, over dried eggs,
Yeah,
undercooked
that's gross.
bacon,
Cereal.
they can come get these hands too.
Whoa.
All right, these hands are rated E for everyone. Good luck.
Get these hands.
That is honest to God. That's an embarrassment to breakfast. Like, what the hell are you even doing?
Like something
Like,
else
oh,
she
would you
tells
like
her dates.
a bag of poop too? You know, it comes free with the room. You horrible.
What would you rather hear from Rebel? Would you rather hear?
That's pretty much it right
what
there.
would you rather hear? Come eat this clown, or come get these hands.
Come eat me, clown. Sometimes those occur in the same night. It depends on how it goes.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
First rule
Breakfast
about
first.
Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club. You're allowed to wear clown shoes.
Let's take a poll to our audience. What they'd rather hear from Rebel.
No, but here's the right way to do a breakfast buffet, and I know because I put a lot of thought into this.
All right, let's hear it.
All right,
Pancakes.
ready.
Pancakes?
Pancakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Waffles,
Yes.
big ones,
Yes.
not those thin little things.
Right.
That's offensive.
Right.
Bacon.
Bacon. Yeah,
I want
atta
two
girl.
different trays of bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon a little undercooked and bacon crispy,
Crispy.
crunchy.
Sausage.
Sausage, links, and patties.
I usually prefer the patties myself.
Fair. I like.
Fair.
You know, it depends on what I'm in the mood to eat.
Right,
Like
yeah.
sometimes I want a
Alright.
patty, sometimes I want the link.
Right. Danish.
Heyo.
Cinnamon buns.
She is.
And sausage gravy.
Sausage gravy. I want
breakfast?
biscuits.
For breakfast?
Yeah, sausage
Yeah.
gravy
and
for
biscuits for
Are you
breakfast?
kidding me? You
That's
open up
is
the biscuit,
breakfast
you
down
pour
south.
the sausage gravy all over it, and then you eat it, and it gets all over your face, and you
Well,
look
yeah,
like
that's-
you
well, yeah.
were eating in the middle of an earthquake, and it's amazing.
That is breakfast down south
Yeah.
a lot of times. Sausage
yeah.
gravy.
Grits. I want several different
that's gonna
types of
say
grits.
grits.
Cheesy grits, sweet grits. 2 different kinds, at least. Also plain
Cheesy
grits, and then I want
grits.
stuff that you can put on
There's
top
too
of the
many
grits.
grits.
Yeah.
No, stop
There's
it. It's
so
a
many
buffet.
grits.
We have enough room.
And oatmeal.
French toast. Different kinds of oatmeal.
I
Different
like
toppings
oatmeal.
for the
French
oatmeal.
toast for sure.
I like oatmeal.
Yeah.
Or as my people call it, porridge.
Porridge, yeah. French toast.
Ice cream.
What?
No?
Breakfast?
Yeah, why not?
On
What the
the
hell's going
waffles.
on in your
On the
life?
waffles.
Waffles?
On the waffles.
Yeah, but that's not really breakfast. I mean, you can, but it's not really breakfast.
I don't know. Are you going to argue with me
Vanilla
about like
bean
3 trays
on
of grits
Belgian
again?
waffles is a breakfast.
Then
Okay.
all right, we can
All
have
right,
the
they'll
ice
take the
cream.
ice cream. All right.
We'll do the ice cream then. Okay, that's fine. I want French toast. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
breakfast burritos, but I want also someone who makes the burrito for you. I do
Ooh,
not want
burrito
pre-made.
station.
Well, do you know what?
Yes.
That's one of the things I like is a station, like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
omelet
yeah.
making
Yeah.
station. Yeah, where they'll put
I
everything in
went
for you.
and visited a former
except blue
friend
cheese.
out in Washington, and we went to a hotel, and it was this beautiful hotel. It was like 1,000,000 years old. Oh, you would have loved it. You would have loved.
Mimosa.
But they had like an omelet making station,
That's
and
my
like
favorite.
it was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I want an omelet making station. Like I want everything.
Yeah.
There was a hotel with a
Restaurant?
no, well, yeah, with a restaurant. Dumbass, thank you. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to
It
say
looks stuck there.
It was a hotel with a very commercially well-known name that rhymes with Holiday Inn.
Raisin. Oh,
Rhymes
And,
with Holiday Inn.
Yes.
Oh, right. So that
And,
wasn't actually-
Rhymes with that.
wasn't actually them.
Out at Route 100.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Yeah, I know where you're
And they used to do an amazing Sunday morning breakfast buffet.
You know who does that
Brunch.
now?
Brunch, actually.
You know who does that? A great one now?
And they had an
Who?
omelet station, which was incredible. They make you an omelet and everything. Oh.
Hotel Bethel.
Yep.
Do they?
Hotel
Really?
Hotel
Yep.
Bethel.
Oh, we are so doing that.
Hotel
Hell
Bethel.
yeah.
Yep.
We
It's
are
like
so going to
the
get
waiting
together and
list
do
is
Mimosas.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Mimosa. Mm.
What else? What else is on your breakfast buffet? Yogurt? You got yogurt? Oh, Pop-Tarts?
What?
Cereal?
What?
What?
Pop Tarts?
What? Just
Are you
wondering.
kidding me?
Variety.
He dips them in his yogurt.
Yeah.
God. Come
No?
on, dude.
All right.
Get it together.
All right.
I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm asking.
You're uninvited to the
Oh,
breakfast
come on.
buffet until you've redeemed yourself.
I eat all those
Yes
things.
to yogurt. Yes to fruit.
See? Bagels?
Yeah, bagels.
Oh, yeah.
Homemade, genuine New York style
what
bagels.
About
Bagels.
muffins?
English muffins.
Only
English
surprise
muffins.
muffins.
Surprise. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. Surprise muffins. Was
I could
was
use
that
one
our-
of those if I'm being chased by a clown. Surprise! Pow!
Surprise muffin.
Right in your face,
surprise
Pennywise.
muffins are okay until you walk outside to get the paper and you step in one.
Surprise muffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
What the hell are you stepping in?
Well,
My
surprise
God.
muffin.
Surprise muffin.
Oh, surprise.
Somebody left a bag of that outside.
I was going to
my
say
house.
dog crap, okay?
No, you
surprise
can't.
muffin. Get it? You go outside, you step. Never.
It's a muffin
Fine.
that keeps on giving.
It was a lot funnier up here.
Someone did that to your.
Especially as you
Yeah.
track it through the house.
Well, yeah.
Why?
Keeps
Well, you know how
Giving.
people like walk their dog with a bag, and
Uh-huh.
they took the time to bag it up and then just left it in the middle of the sidewalk.
Honest to God, I swear, if I see someone ever do that, I'm throwing the bag at their head.
Oh yeah.
And I'm throwing it
Oh,
hard
yeah.
enough
Slingshot.
so it breaks.
Yeah.
You will either pick up your dog's refuse or you will smell like a mistake for the rest of your life. It's going to take a lot more than Dove body wash to get that smell off of you, son.
I want to start a nonprofit organization. First of all, because I want to take the money and then go buy a couple of houses and stuff
Embezzle.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
Stuff like
gonna-
that. But
okay.
the name
Yeah,
of
take
mine,
the money.
the name of mine is going to be Most Lives Matter. Because let's face it, there are some people in this world that the world would do better without.
Yes.
For example,
Oh my.
Vladimir the asshole Putin.
Most
All right.
lives matter.
Little little fat Kim Jong-un,
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi. There's just a bunch of people that this world would be better off without.
Not to get political.
That's why I'm going to call it Most Lives Matter.
I wanna
Because there are
take-
some that just don't.
I want to take Kim
I would donate to
Jong-un
that.
and I want to tape him up so his limbs are all together, and I want to see how well I do bowling with him.
With who?
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
He's bowling ball shaped.
He is volleyball shaped.
He's a fat little angry man. You can tell exactly what he lacks in his life by how massively insecure he is as a person.
I just like to run the retraining program for them.
Does it involve a taser? I like
Yes,
this.
it does.
This is good.
Tasers are nice. I'm old school. I prefer a truck
357?
a truck battery, a set of jumper cables, and a sponge.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
But like I said, I'm old school.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Surprise
Yeah.
Muffin. Yeah.
Surprise that.
They
Surprise
Muffin
electrocution.
their underwear. Yeah.
There'll be a muffin somewhere in their underwear, but ain't going to be no surprise.
Yeah.
You'll see that one coming.
It would be nice to see Nancy on her knees doing other things than, you know.
I don't
how
want to
she-
see that woman like that. Dear God.
No, I want to see her cleaning instead of using her knees for something else.
I barely want to see her at all. She looks like the crypt keeper.
We only have to another
Hello,
couple years.
children. Welcome to the story. We're going to put 17 things in one bill.
You know what? That's kind of what she sounds like lately, too. She even sounds a bit crypt keeper because
Yeah.
you can tell she's starting to lose it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
The
we
whole,
really
the
need,
whole
Just
damn
bleed
thing,
'em
they're
out,
all
see.
getting up to the age where they're
Yeah.
just not that
we
sharp
need
anymore.
maximums for people in public civil service offices. I'm sorry, but if you're 80 something, if you're born in the Great Depression, you should not be making laws that you're never going to have to see the end result of.
I am a big proponent of term limits.
Yes.
That way, it every once in a while it turns over. You give somebody else a chance because guess what? If it doesn't work, well, the next time then you put somebody else in
I'm still,
and try.
I'm still gonna donate my money to most.
Most lives matter. You like that?
Yeah, I really do.
You like? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Legacy will support that. We'll see if they'll put a button on their site.
Oh, God.
Yeah, donate here at Most Lives Matter. Well, we'll figure it out who.
We'll figure out who.
we'll
Don't
figure out,
worry.
yeah.
It's definitely you.
It's supposed to
You
be.
matter. For sure.
The things I come up with.
Yeah,
The things I come up with. I mean, this is just off the top of my head.
yeah, it's good stuff.
Really a dangerous person that way.
Take Madman in small doses. Oh, you look like you got something to say, Rebel.
A lot of things are happening here.
What do you got to say?
All right, let's go back to breakfast. It's a safer topic.
Back to breakfast. All right, what about lunch buffet? What do you got?
No. I don't want to do a lunch buffet.
No.
What do you
breakfast.
mean?
Because if I go to a lunch buffet and I see American cheese on a plate, I'm going to throw it at a wall.
All right, let's go back
That
to
is true.
breakfast then.
Yeah.
Go back to breakfast.
I am like, there's
I
a right
love
way and a wrong
breakfast.
way to do a buffet, and the breakfast buffet idea that I have is great.
How long is the breakfast buffet? How long?
What are you talking about? How long?
How long?
About
Like how many
this
hours?
big.
No, yeah.
No,
How many
I'm-
feet?
How many tables?
How many tables?
yeah.
Like how many people it'll seat?
Oh,
No, how
he
long
means
is it?
how big is. Well, she
How
just
big?
gave you the list of
I
all the
gave you
things
the
that are
list
going
of
to
the
be on
food.
it.
So we're gonna need those.
You're gonna need a
What
couple
about
of
fruit?
tables.
You got fruit on there?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
fruit
we
for the
need fruit.
yogurt and for
Yeah.
the oatmeal.
Yeah.
Also for the grits, if you want to do sweet grits with food with fruit. Stop it.
What?
Stop. And we're gonna have real sweet tea.
Oh, that was for breakfast.
Actual,
Not a
yeah,
lot of people have sweet.
Oh,
for
sweet tea.
breakfast.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
sweet tea.
yeah,
For breakfast?
Yes.
yeah.
Where have I
We're gonna
been?
have coffee. We're gonna have
yeah.
tea.
Coffee.
We're gonna have water. We're
And
gonna have
good
orange
coffee.
juice. Yes, proper
From
From
coffee
Legacy. Yeah.
from
Legacy
Legacy Coffee. We're gonna have orange juice, apple juice, grapefruit juice. We're gonna have sweet tea.
Juices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomato juice.
There's orange juice,
Yeah.
apple juice,
Grapefruit juice,
and maybe
tomato
cranberry
juice.
juice.
Cranberry juice,
Cranberry juice.
pineapple
I like
juice.
Pineapple,
We'll have
yeah.
vodka.
Oh,
We'll have
yeah.
champagne.
There we go.
Oh yeah, for mimosas. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people do mimosa
Yeah.
for breakfast.
I love grapefruit.
I've done
juice.
tequila
That's my all-time
sunrises for
favorite.
breakfast.
Mostly on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah. Like that's
I've
definitely
done
going to
Bloody
be my
Marys
Florida
for breakfast.
breakfast.
Yeah.
I've done Bloody Marys for breakfast too.
Those are really good, actually.
Yeah,
I like
it.
those.
I like them too.
Like,
I
in all
make. By
honesty-
the way, I make a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah.
I do like a good Bloody Mary.
I don't have the tomato juice or V8 or any of the stuff I use usually right now. Otherwise, I'd make you one, but no. But I
You
do
know
make
what I
a good
like?
one.
When I fly, I actually like to get the Bloody Mary mix, not the vodka, because I'm not paying $8 for a tiny bottle of vodka.
Mr. and Mrs. T's
In
a can.
Yeah.
When I probably shouldn't say this. You know what?
Say
you know what?
it. Say it. Peer pressure.
They always tell you, when I get called out to work on an aircraft that's down, they always say, do you want a soda or anything or something like that? And it's like, no, but I will have one of those cans of the Mr. and Mrs. T's Bloody
It's so
Mary mix.
good.
It's just good by itself.
Yeah,
and
it's like the
spiced
right amount of
just
spice.
right.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fabulous. Yeah.
I'll have that, and
Yeah.
it's a very pleasant time.
But that's it, Mr. and Mrs. T's. That's the one.
Not V8.
Oh.
Not
No,
V8.
no, not V8.
I don't know what,
you
V8
can do,
used to be good, but
you
now it
can
just tastes
do-
like garbage.
You can do V8, but then you have to put your own stuff in it besides. Whereas with the Mr. and Mrs. T's, that's it. You
I'd
can
rather
do that
just
with
do
or
the
without the
teas.
vodka. Yeah.
Even without the vodka, it's still good.
Yeah. Well, I agree with that.
So we have the
Alcoholics.
breakfast buffet
Bunch of
set.
alcoholics.
If you have a suggestion for what you would add to our breakfast buffet, write in, let us know. We're not alcoholics.
Oh, I didn't say you
Doctor.
were. No.
How dare.
I think you covered all the breakfast.
That is all there
Yeah,
is
that's
for
pretty
breakfast.
good.
Well, you
I
know
love
what? We could
breakfast.
also do like
So
one
many good
Sunday a
foods for
month. We could do
breakfast.
like an international breakfast where we introduce people to different breakfasts around the world. I think that would be
You
fantastic.
guys forgot one thing.
What?
Two things.
I'm not a
Crepes
crepe person.
and-
I love crepes.
I know.
Yeah.
That one doesn't.
Blintzes.
She hates them.
I know. Potato pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
I love potato
For
pancakes.
breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about cornbread pancakes? Who have
What?
Those, Those are so good.
Really?
They're good.
I like
my
cornbread.
God.
I've never had a cornbread
Oh my
pancake.
God, so
though.
good.
We should make them breakfast.
Yeah, I had them at the restaurant. That's what
We
you
should
think
do
of.
that.
Cornbread
Maybe
pancakes.
that's what we'll do in 3 weeks when we get back here. We'll do a breakfast for dinner after the show.
Yes.
Brinner. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Breakfast is
Do you
always
guys
good.
like breakfast for dinner?
Yeah.
Type thing?
I love
No,
it.
there's-
Fabulous.
Yeah.
When I come
That's a
home,
good idea.
Fabulous.
if
That's
I've
a good
had a
idea.
rough day and I tell the robot, like, hey, listen, man, I have given up since noon. Breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
He is like party time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right, we're going to get like 4 pounds of pork roll. We'll start with that.
Oh, that's what we
Yeah.
forgot.
Pork roll.
Pork roll.
Pork
we
roll.
forgot
You
that.
forget
Pork
pork
roll,
roll.
yeah.
How did you forget pork roll?
What?
Are you kidding? I was going to mention it because you'd be calling me later going, hey, go pick me up some pork roll.
Remember-
How
remember
about
you
that
said-
pork roll?
remember
Remember
you
that
said
earlier?
pork-
Remember that was supposed to be in 3 weeks, but I'd like that to be moved up to right now.
Until 3 minutes.
On your way home, get some pork roll and a pack of gum.
Remember down by the river, she came in with a pork roll
Yeah.
shoved over her shoulder.
Yeah.
she came in
Gives
with
me
this-
YR
I haven't-
flashbacks.
I haven't got one of the. It'll be interesting to see what that's up to. It was 21
Oh, it's probably a lot.
a
now.
few, about 3-4 months ago when I got the last one. See what it's up to now at Sam's.
Yeah, we'll do pork roll. We'll do eggies. We'll do
Eggies.
eggies.
That's what I said. Eggies. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I said. Eggies for the dogs. Because a lot of times it's like, "What do you want for supper tonight, guys?" I'm like, we're out of the chicken. So how about we do the eggies? And they're like, they perk up like, eggies? Yeah, Dad.
I'm using the eggies to befriend the crows in my neighborhood for nefarious reasons. I'm not
Crows
going to
are
expand
cool.
upon it now.
Not
Crows
gonna
are cool.
expand upon it.
Yeah, that's a surprise muffin for later.
Okay. We just came up with the title for this show. Surprise muffin.
Yeah,
Surprise muffin.
Surprise muffin. That's the title for this one, for this episode.
that's a good one.
Some
too.
of them write them. So was the one for last one. Did you
Yeah,
write
that
it down?
was
Because
good.
I've already forgotten it.
Pace car.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're the pace car.
Yeah, the pace car.
Yeah, no, I
Surprise muffin. That's the title
Surprise
for this
muffin.
show.
Yeah.
I
have
love
to write
breakfast
that
for
down.
dinner. Love breakfast for dinner. So we're gonna get the
big fan.
eggies. We got the pork roll.
I can make. I have to sometimes a pain to pre-make it though, because
What?
it kind of congeals. I was gonna say I could pre-make some sausage gravy and biscuits, but
Yeah.
it's just when it sits, it gets like a little.
Yeah.
But it does heat up well.
Yeah.
It does heat back up well because you just put it back in the pot and okay, I'll pre-make some of that so we can have some of that too, because I really do. I make a very good SOS or sausage gravy and biscuit. I can make it either way.
Okay.
With the hamburger or the sausage, it comes out good.
I can make hash browns.
Oh, I
you
love
forgot
hash browns.
about
That's
that.
we forgot to mention hash browns.
Hash
the
browns,
the
yeah.
potatoes.
Which
I
is
love
perfect
hash
because we'll
browns.
have the potato pancakes. We'll just buy like 45,000 pounds of potatoes.
Oh, I love potatoes.
Yeah, me too. I finally figured out exactly how to fry them in a pan. Let me tell you, I like hash browns.
Excuse me.
I like the ones from Dunkin'. They're okay. I really like the ones from McDonald's. Those are good, but homemade ones,
Oh yeah.
holy moly. My pants are in danger.
My pants are in.
Honest to God, like the amount of weight that I'm
that would be
going to
another
gain.
good title for the
My
show.
pants are
So,
in
so would
danger.
Eat Me, You Clown,
Yeah,
too.
that's a good one too.
Please, God, no. Why is it all the shit I've been saying?
But no, actually, I like the one that we came up with there.
Me, You
That was a
Clown.
good one.
Yeah.
Eat me, you clown.
You want these hands? What was that? What's the other one?
These hands are rated E for everyone.
We learned so much here. Like an educational program.
This is
Really.
not necessarily recommended for children.
Oh, no,
We'll
this
have
is
that
definitely
disclaimer.
not.
Definitely not.
Unless you
Yeah,
remember,
fruit
then we welcome all the children.
Yeah,
in.
whatever you want, yeah.
I could go for a fruit tart.
Eh.
I knew one of them back in school.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all did.
Wow. You ever go on a cruise?
No.
I don't think you have. I think we talked about
No,
cruises before, and
Did
I think
we?
you're
Oh,
very
no.
pro cruise.
I am pro cruise.
I am
Well,
pro cruise.
That was before this Chinese virus that happened.
Well, even without that, it's
Dude, that's the way I felt too before I took one.
I want to do the one in Europe.
I tell you one thing,
I'd do that one.
I would definitely have to have a stateroom that looks outside. I would not do well in a room with no windows.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you get
claustrophobic?
claustrophobic.
And I'm more prone to motion sickness if I can't see
Well, they give you these little
any
patches.
type.
you put
Nah,
on your-
trust me, it's
I want to do an Alaskan
Me
cruise,
too.
and I want one of the nicer rooms.
that would be cool. Something
My
like
entire
that.
goal with that,
Something
I
like
don't
that.
necessarily care about anything else. I want to see orcas. When I was out west, I went to Washington. I spent a week out there for work, and I did a second week just as a vacation because I'm already out there.
Right, yep.
I'm not doing like a 9-hour flight again, same week. No way.
You live in the West Ward. You don't see enough orcas.
I want to see the ones that are supposed to look like that.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no water around.
There's no water, thank God. So I want to go out there and I want to see.
a land orca.
Yeah.
It's like a land shark,
like
but
that,
it's a
well,
land orca.
I want to see the sea
That's a good
orcas.
title
Like-
for a show too. Land orca.
I want to see the sea orcas.
Okay.
So I want to go out there. I want to see the sea orcas. I'd like to see a polar bear, although I recognize that that's unlikely to happen due to climate change and a variety of other factors.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but like people want to bitch about climate change, but the reality is the Earth shows a pattern of
Yeah.
changing its weather. It's
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
We should be aware of it for sure because we live here.
It happens.
Yeah. I don't think it needs to be like, oh, plastic straws are evil. I'm not a fan of the garbage in the ocean, but I don't think like people are really. It's funny to me why the pressure is put on to the individual consumer and not China or India or a number of very large businesses such as Walmart or things like that that produce such large amounts of garbage and trash.
I'm just hoping Atlantis rises and gets all the crap out of the ocean.
Could be. Why don't we just load it all up on a Richard rocket and just throw it out into space and just
Richard
have,
rocket.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's actually,
We already have
that's
space
actually a good
pollution.
idea.
Yeah,
we
we
are
have-
already polluting in space.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it
some
didn't
on
take long.
missions.
There's
Not
a
the
lot.
way
Yeah,
we're
there-
doing
There's
it.
a lot
Yeah.
of garbage in space.
Yeah, but not
there's a
the-
lot of stuff that's no longer used that's still in orbit. Yes.
Yeah, it should be brought down.
Nah, we should just
It does.
fire that right out.
Push
past
it
the
out.
planets.
Right. Push
Yeah.
it out. Let it go.
Just let it go.
Why?
I will
Why
never
not?
see it again.
Because we put it up there, so the onus and the responsibility is on us to bring it back. Those pieces could still potentially be reused, recycled into a different piece of space.
I'm talking
something.
about our garbage we dump in the oceans.
Why not just burn it?
Recycling has not kept up with the program. They started this, I think,
What, recycling?
yeah.
Back in the late 70s, the
gonna
idea
say
of
about
really
the 80s,
recycling
too.
stuff like that. Yes.
And they've never kept up with
No.
it.
I think we're producing way too much. Then they can recycle.
Well, we used to have corner markets. We don't have them anymore.
Right.
Now it's everything you go to, ABC Fly By Night company that buys from overseas and bleaches our things, which I have a problem with.
Yeah. yeah.
No, I miss corner markets. It's a place to go get the strawberry candy for the kids and,
Like
and the
bodegas.
great kid.
Yeah, the
Yeah, they
bodegas.
were
Bodega.
bodegas.
What I remember, corner markets.
Mm-hmm.
There was one 12th. and Wood. And we used to go there a lot, and it was your typical neighborhood corner market, and it had little groceries, stuff like that. But I remember my dad would say, "Come on, I need some cigarettes." He'd give me $1. 50 cents were for his cigarettes, and the guy knew me, and knew Dad, so he knew I was getting them for Dad. He knew Dad was out, and the other 50 cent I could buy some candy. And I came out with a big ass freaking bag of assorted gum and candy and stuff, like, because everything, it was the penny stuff. Oh my God, that was so much. That was so cool. I missed that type of thing. Yeah.
What we really should do is actually enact a law that requires companies that are selling to or producing disposable single-use items in America to use compostable packaging.
What if it's not cost effective?
It is cost effective.
Oh, I'm just saying, what if?
Well, don't they use in food and beverage? We still use that bamboo stuff.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
That's more environmental friendly.
If they want to sell in this country, they need to abide by our laws. If they don't, then they don't need to sell to us. There's an entire world they can sell to.
Well,
But they're going to want to sell to us.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff that we sell that nobody will buy because it's been tainted.
Well, we need to address that too, but I think that's a separate issue.
Yeah.
What are we selling that's tainted?
Our chickens.
Chickens? Yeah, I was going to say chickens. They just mass executed all those chickens. See that?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Like
about?
500 million chickens.
What are you talking about?
I don't.
Oh, yeah, just said they all had the bird flu.
Oh.
Wiped them out. So now we're going to have a shortage.
We've already
eggs,
been having shortages.
Eggs, chicken. Well, it's going to get worse now. Just saying.
Hmm.
So
No, I
they're
didn't-
saying whatever they
Didn't
want
know
to say.
anything about that? Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
That's why going forward, I'll be buying my eggs privately.
Yeah. I'm
Not
just
only
gonna
that,
get
but
a
I can
chicken.
keep my eggs out on the counter. That's
Why?
normal for fresh eggs. Like, I grew up in a very rural part of New Jersey where, like, stuff like that was normal. It wasn't until I left, and I left that area of New Jersey and moved to frickin' Allentown, which was a horrible culture shock for me. It was 5th and Washington. It was rough. But, like, it was normal to leave eggs out on the counter. That's what you do with fresh eggs. You don't refrigerate them. The process by which American eggs are processed requires them to be refrigerated.
I didn't know that.
Other countries, they don't do the same thing with their eggs. The eggs are on the counter.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't
That's
have
normal
that.
in other countries.
We keep our butter on the counter in a butter dish.
Yeah, a lot
so
of
it
Me
stays
too.
A lot of
soft,
people
stuff
do
like
that,
that. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
No, it's
What if they hatch?
What?
Well, they won't hatch.
No.
Dude, what's
We're
going
gonna
on
Look
with
at
you?
your faces.
Are you okay?
We're going to have a
I
little
wish everyone could see
conversation on the
this.
way home.
Do you need help? We need an old priest and a young priest.
You should see the faces here. All
What
right,
if
they
they
won't
hatch?
hatch.
Dear
Yeah,
God,
they
are you
won't hatch.
serious?
All
Good
right.
gravy.
No.
What I really like actually about living in this particular time, and there's not a lot of things that I think are beneficial of social media. For the most part, social media represents the absolute worst of mankind.
Oh,
in
without
my
a
opinion.
doubt.
Here, here.
But
Without a doubt.
what I really do like is I like the ability to see how other people live in other parts of the world because, I think that's really beneficial. It lets us see where we could improve, where we could make changes that benefit our own lives and the lives of the people around us.
So they all leave their eggs on the counter.
In most countries, that's normal. They get fresh eggs from like the farmers.
Local, yeah.
Yeah. Like I have a friend who has chickens.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what we need to do. Off the grid.
No, we
Own
can't. We
chickens.
can't own chickens in Easton
Why?
unless because it's a law. You're not allowed to own
You're
chickens.
not allowed to have it.
They
But
don't need to know that.
you know what's not outlawed? Quail, and quail are actually a lot quieter, and they're chicken sized.
And they have good eggs.
And
Yeah.
they stink.
So do chickens.
Not as much as quails.
Well, I want something quiet. So
Why
quail.
would chickens be outlawed to have?
Probably
I
because
could
someone
have-
did something
I
stupid.
could have a python.
What?
Oh, you could have a python. Why can't you have a chicken?
Because they make a lot of noise.
Why do you want a snake?
don't.
Probably, yeah.
I do
'cause
not.
They do make a lot of noise.
Chickens?
Yeah.
They really do. They are kind of noisy, and like where I live wouldn't be a good place for a chicken.
Well,
But-
they would get slaughtered immediately
Why?
because they're chickens.
No,
No?
my neighborhood's
Could you
nice.
imagine if I had chickens at the house? You would be screaming bloody murder.
Oh my
I
god.
would just come over and poach them. Didn't I have 12 chickens? No. You've never had 12 chickens.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love being able to see how other people live and the ways in which I can kind of improve my life.
Yeah.
So fresh eggs, that's where it's at for me. Less stuff in my fridge, cool beans. Learning how to grow my own food, even better.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. What are you gonna do if we get nuked? Then what are you gonna do?
We're dead, Doc. We're dead. I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing the Charlie Brown in hell. I don't know what to tell you.
Charlie Brown. So you're not worried about chickens?
No, I'm not real worried about the chickens. We get nuked, it's game over, man.
I just wondered.
I'll definitely be breaking out the last bottles of Vete for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sober for that at all.
You think they would tell us?
No.
Let's
No,
say-
they wouldn't.
Let's say there's one
would
headed
not.
our way. You don't think
They would
tell
not.
us? No.
It would.
What
In all honesty,
of what good would it do?
yeah,
I don't know.
What
it's
good
not going
would
to do
it
I
anything.
thought about that the other day. Would they tell us
They
it
would
was
not.
on our way?
They
Oh,
would not.
right.
Even at a conventional cruise missile, what is it? 17 minutes
Yeah.
to get across from there to there. What are you going to do in 17 minutes?
You're not going to get far enough away to
unless you
escape.
actually already have a bunker built
Yeah.
that you can get down into, like a storm cellar.
Yeah.
There's no need. And now with the hypersonic missiles,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's even less time than that. I mean, seriously, there's no need. I don't need to know about it. Just let it happen.
Mankind, the only species that constantly aims for peace while loading a rifle.
Yeah.
We are really a hot
Well,
mess.
I like my rifle.
I like guns too, but the thing is, we always talk about, oh, let's do this for peace, let's do that for peace.
Si vis pacem parabellum.
What's
Yeah.
that mean?
It means if you want peace, prepare for war.
I get that, but at some point we need to just accept that as beings, our natural state is chaos. Our natural state is war. We've had more periods of war than we ever have of peace in the history of mankind.
Oh yeah,
It's our natural state.
yeah.
The
So
norm
suck
for
it up
people
and deal with
is
it.
war. Yeah, exactly.
We are what we are.
Yeah, I agree completely.
But I never thought I'd see the day when duck and cover would be a real thing again.
Which is
teaching
back.
duck and cover. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If
and
they're
again,
not gonna
duck
tell you,
and cover.
Like, why-
Even back then,
no, you're
They do
hiding under a
nothing.
desk.
absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
Something that's completely flammable.
Yeah, you're hiding under kindling.
yes.
So
But this desk is going to magically protect you from fallout.
It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. They're already doing active shooter drills for kids in schools.
Well, that's
different, though.
something.
It's duck and
else,
cover,
but-
essentially.
No, that's not duck and cover. That's somebody who's has bad parenting.
That's a lack of armed veterans patrolling our school and protecting our children.
I couldn't agree more.
Yes.
There's no reason that they couldn't have that.
I would
Exactly.
love that. I would love that. As
Gives
a
them
country,
gives them something to do. Yep,
Agreed.
protects the children. Absolutely. Big
As
fan.
a country, we have
fan.
a duty of responsibility to ensure our veterans are taken care of. You cannot ask someone to risk their life and potentially die for this country and come back and not have a job, not
You
have
are
a home.
preaching to the choir. I
Yeah.
absolutely
Giving them something to do,
Absolutely.
one bird, two
It's-
stones.
It's the least
or
we could do.
one stone, two birds, rather. It protects the children. It keeps kids safe with people who are trained to use weaponry. And it provides a job for people who deserve to have a good means of income.
Yeah. No, I agree that
They
that
can
could
take
definitely be done, but you got too many people. Oh, you can't do that.
We already have
because
cops
then
in
you
school.
can-
What's the difference?
But they don't. They want to get rid of them too.
They're
well,
never
all
going
the
to do
money
that.
that they waste
It's
on those participation
traumatizing.
trophies. That's what you
Yeah.
can use to fund it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Take those away
Yeah.
because that's been the big problem. Oh, my kid played; he didn't get anything. Good, because then he just learned a
'Cause-
valuable lesson.
Because
Yeah.
he sucks. That's why.
Sucks to suck, buddy.
Well, see, that's just it. They think they have it so hard nowadays. Remember back in our days, if we wanted a trophy, we had to win something.
Yeah, you
Yep.
had to earn that.
You know
thing.
what your participation trophy was? The group photo.
Yeah.
That was your
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
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 I was part of the
the
team.
the team photo at
Yeah.
the end of the year. See, look, I really was on the team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though I never saw the field.
Well, how come we don't have a trophy? Well, because we sucked and came in last,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
what we had fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
The two worst teams when I was in high school, we actually got a toilet bowl and fought over that.
Yeah,
We had the toilet bowl games,
Nice.
and we thought it was fun.
it was.
That's
Well, that's
fun.
just it.
Yeah.
It was fun because people had a sense of humor back then. They
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
a sense of humor anymore.
Yeah, everybody's, you're going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't give a rat's ass about your feelings. You know what? Nobody gave a rat's ass about mine, and I turned out fine.
That's what's wrong with them.
Mostly.
How do you-
Mostly.
Well, okay.
That's what's wrong with
I mean,
them.
you
Like,
turned
why are you
out.
running around with your
turned out.
feelings on the outside? Like, stop making your feelings other people's problems.
Yeah.
It's important to learn how to self-regulate and to not make other people responsible for your own crap.
Right.
This is just contributing overall to the societal weakening that we're seeing that's leading
it's easier
to
just to whine.
stupider and stupider people who are lazy.
You would go to the club back in the 80s and everybody was dressed to the nines and it didn't matter where you came from. It didn't matter your color. It just mattered that you were having a good time on the dance floor.
If
Yeah.
you could dance, that's all that mattered.
Even the ones that couldn't
Even the one that
dance.
couldn't dance.
Through the power of cocaine compels ye.
That's true.
Okay, the hell of a
Was the 80s. But anyway.
It was the 80s.
But everybody played together, damn it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
No, that was the 80s. That world doesn't exist anymore.
We have
That's over.
We have way more racial tension and class division.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of words, and they're not quite coming because there are terms for these, but I don't always remember them. We have way more of all of that stuff now than we have had in the last 30 years.
Oh, yeah,
I
for sure.
disagree respectfully. I don't think we have more of it. I think we're more aware of it because we have a better means of communicating that through unaltered social media sources. People can speak about what happens in their real life. They can give their own perspective, whereas for a very, very long time, still today, the news is very controlled. It benefits people now to promote what's always been in place
Yeah, but no,
because
I
they
don't
can use it to essentially divide and conquer.
Well, I do. I agree with that, but I do think that we have more of those issues now than we have in a while, because you've got more people that are can't let the past go.
And they're keyboard warriors.
Yeah,
You know, even if you had a kid in the neighborhood that nobody particularly liked, my nan was good for this. You will play with everyone in the neighborhood.
that's right.
And she would call and invite them over, and you're like, I don't like him.
Tough crap.
Tough crap. You got to play.
I also respectfully disagree with that. So here's the thing: is I don't believe somebody should be excluded based off of their religion or their race or disability or things like that.
Well,
But
if they're just an asshole.
actually, no, if they're an asshole, sorry. Better luck next time. But
There
the
you
thing
go,
is
okay.
Yeah.
I
least we're
feel
on the same page there.
I'm not cool with being forced to interact with people who are creepy or weird. We see this time and time again. Now, I'd like to bring this up and just touch on this.
And
real
yet
quick.
she sits here at this table with
We're
you
the
and
good
me,
kind
Doc.
of weird. We're the good kind of
With
weird.
you and me,
We're a
she
special
sits
kind.
here.
We're a
But
special
there,
kind
it's
of
very
weird.
common when you hear of a male shooter who has a long history on the internet of being an incel. Have you guys ever heard that term? It's involuntary celibate. And the comments that come
I
underneath
haven't
that.
heard
Kind
that.
of stupid ass.
No, it's a for real thing. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But the comments that come under those posts
involuntary
is couldn't.
celibate. We used
Yeah.
to just call that people that can't
Unlucky.
get laid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
we used to call them ugly guys or ugly chicks.
well, because they are usually it's 50-50 whether or not they're unattractive, but 100% of the time there's something personality wise with them
Could be.
that makes them unappealing to other people.
Well, that's true.
But in these instances wherein this guy, God, what was the name of the last one? I'll have to look it up.
Well, she's got a great personality.
Yeah.
But under all
a
the
bag
posts
over her
about
head.
that, under all the posts about that, multiple men wrote, well, couldn't have someone just slept with him as a favor to mankind? Couldn't have someone just dealt with this?
Take one for the team.
That was literally some of the comments, yeah.
Wow.
But the thing is the reality is some of these people are just creepy and weird and uncomfortable, and they should not, other people shouldn't be forced to deal with them.
They shouldn't reproduce either.
It's one thing to be a little bit different. It's another thing to be creepy and really, really weird.
Well, some people are born broken. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
Again,
difference.
that's why I say most lives matter.
There's difference between broken and the weird kid that could
Eats the paste.
eats the paint.
Yeah.
That
Hey.
really has no friends and then winds up being a multimillionaire because they're just gifted in other ways.
Yeah.
The kids that choose to isolate themselves and just be keyboard warriors, they've never ventured because instead of, it used to be just, one parent stayed at home and raised the children, and then you had grandmas that would, big mamas in the neighborhood that would sit out on the porch, and everybody played outside. And if our kids were out, every neighbor knew that they could come to us and say, hey, your kid's being a jerk, and we would handle it, or they would handle it. Now it's I've gone to the school and listened to other parents, and they made me late, and I don't know why I'm here. And I'm going, there was an accident on the highway. They're going to be a half an hour late. Deal with it. I have things to do. And they're playing on their phone.
Yeah, so is everybody else, asshole.
Yeah. But it's gotten very entitled, and I'm very tired of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that those issues are more around now. It's and that you're hearing more of it now because of social media. It's just all of a sudden those people now are demanding that you
right that
spend this, or you give them the special attention
that they need. Right.
I
liked it better when they just had to suck it up and deal with their feelings, like we did.
And it has 9 times out of 10 it helped them correct something that was wrong with them.
Maybe I have to change the name of my new organization to instead of Most Lives Matter, just be a little bit more ambiguous as something like More Lives Matter Than Not.
Yeah. Or like Your Life Matters.
That one. Hey,
That's a nice one.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. Oh yeah, like Your Life Matters.
I like that one.
I'm a big
Wonder how many
Pessimist club.
houses that one could get me. Yeah. Yes, I am picking on things, but that's what I do.
That's what you
It's
do.
good for them.
That's what we do here. We lampoon
Gives them a
things.
stronger skin, a thicker skin.
That's one of my things. That's exactly it. Grow a thicker skin for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, people, learn how to take a joke and then learn how to give one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's how
Preparing them.
You can make
for
fun of
life.
me. I don't care. I'll make fun of you. I don't care. It's just
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion and their sense of humor. I mean, I say things even on this podcast that I think are funny, and I get told later on, I was like, maybe you shouldn't have said that one. Maybe some other people wouldn't think that's funny. I'm like, and yet maybe there's a bunch of people that will,
That do.
and those 2 people that don't.
Right.
Oops. Oh well.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you probably have a belt and a clothes rail in your closet.
Oh my
go
God!
Get,
No,
go get
no,
creative.
no.
Wow. Madman.
We are
Pull
not
it back. Pull it
advocating-
back. We are not advocating for that.
We're not.
Keep your belts out of the closet. Yeah. Talk them off the ledge.
Oh boy! Wow.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Thank God. I think that was a
No.
good time to end
You
it
know what?
anyway.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Doesn't get out of control. Remember, folks, most lives matter. Donate now.
You can also donate to Rebels Bail Fund in case these hands really do become rated E for everyone.
Wow. Are they not rated that now?
They're rated that right now,
Yeah,
but we
but-
haven't put them in action.
All right. There's something wrong with this group right here. This group right here, something wrong.
This was fantastic.
Yeah,
I
for
love
some
it.
reason, that seems to be what people like about it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If they don't like us, eat me, you clown.
I'm going to put her phone number on the website.
You are
I
not.
don't have a phone. I threw it into a lake. I liked it.
I liked it.
Wow.
Surprise, Muffins! I get a phone call.
I have so many different things I could title this episode
I'm gonna
with.
duct tape it to the side of Richard's rocket.
Lost in space.
Wow. Yeah, good times.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. And that's what happens when you eat Indian food.
No, actually, stick around a little while. I'll show you what happens when you.
Oh Lord!
Oh, jeez.
We need an old priest and a young priest.
Pass.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another episode of the PSNORKIS podcast. We hope we made you laugh. We actually made ourselves laugh this time, so
Yeah, man.
there's a really good chance we made you laugh too. So if not, hey, we'll try again next week. We're shameless about that. We'll give it a go again. We don't care.
Right.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Really, all lives matter. Be good to each other. We only get one shot around here, so make it count. We'll see you next week on the PSNORKIS. Goodbye.